for a children's message, but today we're going to do something a little bit different. I have my ruler here. This is my high-tech laser pointer, all right, to teach this class today. We're going to talk about the night, and the reason I chose this subject was because when I was reading the gospel this week, Nicodemus the Pharisee visits Jesus in the night, and I was thinking about this concept of the night. I tried to build a whole message around the concept of the night, and I failed. So you're going to get something different. Instead, we're going to choose this for the children's message today. All right, so next slide. Okay, so first off, before I ask that question, by the way, isn't that a beautiful chapel? That's actually in northern France, in Normandy. All right, what an absolutely beautiful French chapel. All right, that's a great picture. Just have to point that out. All right, but anyway, there's the question: what do we do at night? Okay, so Joan says sleep. Would we all agree? Most of us should sleep, right? That's what we do. Okay, so we sleep. Sleep's interesting. Sleep is when we lose consciousness. It's essentially like a coma almost. It's also almost like a form of death. Your body shuts down, right? And it's you're forced into a state where everything shuts down. You go into a rest period. And oftentimes you can't remember it. Did you ever try and stay awake enough to catch that moment when you fall to sleep? You can't do it. I remember as a kid, I was trying to keep myself awake. I was like, I'm going to catch the exact moment that I fall asleep. It's impossible. You just drift into this sort of unconscious state. Now, what happens when we're in this unconscious state at night? Man, you got it. We dream. So next slide. We dream. Okay, so we're going to talk about dreams today. Because dreams are something really interesting. I learned a lot doing this too when I put this PowerPoint together. All right, next slide. So here's some information on dreams. Dreams are ideas, emotions, sensations, and feelings that occur involuntarily in your mind during sleep. That means you cannot control your dreams. You can't control what you dream about or why you dream. Everyone dreams. I did not know this, but everyone dreams for about 2 hours in an 8-hour sleep cycle. I know what some of you are going to say, I don't dream. That's because you don't remember them. But every single one of you, last night, if you went to sleep, Jay's looking at me. Did you go to sleep last night, Jay? Right, so if you did go to sleep, and you slept for about, say, 7-8 hours, you dreamed for about 2 hours. Does anybody remember their dream? Care to share? All right. Each dream is going to last from exactly 5 to 20 minutes. Did you know that? Nice, Craig. 5 to 20 minutes. Each dream is going to last for 5 to 20 minutes. All right? And the function of dreams is still unknown. We do not know why humans dream. Makes no sense. Why do we dream? Next slide. Every culture and faith group on the planet, that's including us, Christians, believe that there is a spiritual significance to dreams. Think about in the Bible, all the times when people are visited in their dreams by God. You'll hear lots of people say that sometimes they meet Jesus in a dream. Okay? Dreams and spirituality offer us wisdom, prophecy, warnings, healing, self-reflection, joy, sadness, glimpses of the future, and discernment. I'll tell you about a dream I had last night. I woke up and I had chicken pox. Now, why I had that dream, I don't know. Is that a warning? Is that a prophecy? Is that a glimpse into the future? Or is that just a random thought? I believe it's because at work this week, we were talking about the pox disease. And so it was just running around in my mind, and I had the chicken pox on me. Of course, I was inoculated, I believe. Was I vaccinated? Okay, I'm good. She's got the vaccination record, she knows. I was vaccinated. I was also in the military, I was vaccinated against smallpox, so I feel like I'm pretty good. But I was worried because, you know why? Because of the kids. I was worried that, and I woke up in this dream and I had chicken pox all over. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to give it to Ashton, Adeline. So, of course, but again, this is our thought process with dreams. We think, are they telling us something? Is there a significance to this? We don't know. But our spirituality, our spiritual side says there's something to these things. And I think all of you are looking at me and saying, yeah, there's something about dreams. Sometimes they tell me something. We're told that in the Bible. All right, now hold on to that thought about dreams. Okay, we're going to think about this idea of dreams. Tim, go to the next slide. Okay, so on the left-hand side, who are those people? And down here, who are these people? Native Americans, specifically the Apaches. All right, so what do the Pennsylvania Dutch and the Native Americans have in common? Okay? Well, yes, that's right. They do dream. Very good. They dream. the manner in which they try to control dreams. Next slide, please. Okay, so on the left-hand side, what is that? A dream catcher. And what is this? Hexside barn star. Got it. Okay. Now, these are very popular in all Native American cultures. And these are you'll see these all over York County and Lancaster. Okay, we call them barn stars, they're also called hex signs. What I want to point out here is look at how the design is very similar. So you use a circle, there's almost a cobweb appearance, and notice the use of feathers. And here we have leaves, or we could also call these feathers. Notice the similarity in the design. The purpose of the device is the same in both cultures. For dream catchers, you put that in your window to catch all the bad dreams and only allow the good dreams to come in at night. And hex signs and barn stars are put on houses and barns, again, to protect against bad spirits. And only allow good spirits to come in. Okay, next slide. We'll look at some more. That's a barn over in Glen Rock. I passed that barn. I want you to look, you see how it has stars? So it has an inner star and an outer star. And then this is an Apache dream catcher. Notice it has the inner star and the outer star. Do you guys see the similarities? Do you know that the purpose is the same? Again, we plaster them up there in order to allow good dreams, good spirits to come in while we are sleeping and filter out the bad. Okay, next slide. Okay, these are all the various types of dream catchers that the Pennsylvania Dutch put together. You can buy these if you go to like an Amish market. They're everywhere in Lancaster County. And I see them a lot in York County too. And then these are various types of dream catchers that have been made over the years. Again, notice the use of various colors, concentric lines, the geometric arrangements. And again, the purpose is the same. To filter out the bad and only allow good dreams to enter our lives, or good spirits. What's interesting about this is the Amish and Native Americans have had no contact with each other. How did they get to the same design for the same purpose? And you can do this for all cultures. I could show you from Africa, Asia, everybody, when they're trying to create a device that protects you during the night, creates this sort of design. Doesn't matter if you're Pennsylvania Dutch, Native American, African, Asian, European, we all do the same thing. All right? Here's the thing, guys. I have the next slide, but not yet. There's nothing biblical about this. There's nothing scriptural about this, is there? It's not like Jesus ever said, make a barn star or make a dream catcher. Okay, so there's absolutely nothing in Scripture to do it. So why do we do it? And why did we all come up with the same design? Do you think that perhaps, because we know that dreams may be spiritually significant in our lives, do you think that somehow we reach back deep inside our genetic code that God built us with, that for whatever reason, did He insert in us that somehow this design is important in our lives? I don't know. I'm just showing you the evidence. Everybody comes up with the same design for the same purpose. Okay? And even though it's not biblical, and it's definitely not Lutheran, next slide. Why is this Lutheran church in Hanover have it plastered on the side of the church? Anybody want to answer that one? Why do we put it on our place of worship? it's Hanover. They're just strange. That's the good one. Okay? Or here, how many of you decorate barn stars? Anybody got barn stars on their house? Yeah, everybody's like, I don't want to admit that here at church. I don't want to say that. I can't say that. Okay, so we do it. We all do it. It's not, there's nothing in our scripture to support it, but we still do it. Next slide. You know, you could say it's all coincidence, right? That just barn stars, dream catchers, all this stuff, it's just, we all came to the same design for whatever reason, and we like it, and we put it in our windows, we plaster it on our barns, we put it on our houses of worship. You could say that, but I really don't believe in coincidence. A lot of times I think when we think something has a coincidence in our life, it's evidence of God. And I think for whatever reason, these devices somehow reach back into this spiritual, ball inside of us. There's something about it that we feel compelled to make these things. And we feel compelled at night when we enter this unconscious state and dream that we got to have this device, we got to put it on our barn or our house, we got to put a barn star up there, we got to hang a dream catcher. In Africa they have what's called God's eye, same thing. We feel compelled to put these things on our houses to allow good dreams to come to us, spiritually significant dreams to us. Again, not biblical, but something that we all do. It's a universal human thing. And is that evidence of God in our lives? I think there might be a case for that, but I'll let you kind of be the jury on that one. It's something for you to dream on tonight.